This is New York Rangers hockey live from Madison Square Garden. It's the New York Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to New York Rangers hockey. Sam Rosen along with John Davidson and Stan Fischler. Al is not with us today. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Go get him, Al.
Okay, Rangers got a speedy recovery, fairly speedy, from Eric Lindros. He could have been out 4 weeks. He was out 2.5, and he's back for the game against the Flyers today.
Sprained a ligament in his chest, Sam. Missed 7 games, and he was very worried about body contact with his upper body because of it. But he's been able to practice, pronounces himself fit. It is a very painful injury. He said it felt like his chest was put into a vice and squeezed together. But he's worked himself back into the lineup. He will play right wing in this game. Remember, he was starting to play the Eric Lindros game before the injury, taking the body, really involved physically, scored goals in 2 straight, doing a lot of the things that Eric Lindros was doing when he was at the very top of his game. But the injury did occur against the Florida Panthers as he was hit a number of times in the game. And again, he missed 7, but he's back not at the center ice position to start the game, over on the right side with Bobby Holik, as the Rangers have mixed all their lines up after the game where they felt they had become too flat in their loss in Carolina.
And due in part to the matchup against a big, strong Philadelphia team.
Dale Purinton, a natural defenseman, will play left wing for the first time. He's only played 1 other game this season, and that was on defense in Columbus. Lacouture moves from left side to right side as Philadelphia has a line with especially Donald Brashear back in the lineup on it, Fedoruk on it. So there's some big guys when the Flyers and the Rangers get together. Maybe discipline will be the key factor.
Another return to the lineup is in goal. Mike Dunham missed the last 2 games. UC Marketing 1-1, didn't win in Carolina. Dunham comes back today.
Well, Mike had played 8 straight for the Rangers and was really, really good. 7 of those games he was picked one of the game's top players. He held the Rangers in when they had to be held in, and then he felt a little bit of tightness in practice due to a groin problem, and the Rangers said, you know what, take the rest, we'll try to get you back 100%, which he is now. And he's had 5 days of rest after playing those 8 straight games, so he feels he's ready, 100%, well rested physically and mentally.
See the numbers on Mike Dunham, and one of those 2 losses was an overtime loss, goals against average of 1.53. He says he's ready to go. Now, the Philadelphia Flyers, they're a team, if you're looking for top teams in the league, this team does it all. Good defense, and they score goals, John.
Well, great specialty teams, too. They're number 2 on the penalty kill, number 2 on the power play. They've got John LeClair back into the lineup, so that adds something to the left side. And, of course, he's always around the front of the net. When you look at their lines and you look at especially their top 2 lines, they have scoring on the left side and the right side. This is a team right now that is scoring more goals than most teams are in the league. They're a big team. They play smart. They dismantled Washington in their last game. Jeremy Roenick, who lost some weight over the summer, not quite as bulky, which was more muscle than anything. He's now a little bit thinner, and he feels that he's a little bit quicker. And they're going. And you see these 3 players, Roenick, LeClair, and Amonte, add Mark Recchi to that, and others, the young players like Williams. This is a very, very, very good hockey club.
Flyers, one of 4 teams with 4 players in double digits in points. Flyers and Rangers, it should be something special. We'll be set to go in a moment.
Stan Fischler back at the Garden. You want to know what kind of game I think it's going to be? Something like this. Irresistible force hits the immovable object. In alphabet soup, TNT, tough, nasty, tumultuous. And the Flyers right now are one of the best teams in the league. And they've got the Broad Street Bullies. Donald Brashear, number 87. Keep an eye on him. He'll be looking for trouble. Fedoruk, 29. And, of course, big Keith Primo, 25. Purinton is there. He's going to do some neutralizing for the Rangers. It should be a real good one. Flyers, Rangers, bang. Stay tuned.
Back at Madison Square Garden, Rangers getting set to meet the Philadelphia Flyers. Jeff Hackett has not won in his last 3 starts. His first 2 games, he had shutouts, then 1-2-1 since then. Robert Esch has won 4 in a row for the Flyers. He's been great in goal. And back after missing the last 2 games, Mike Dunham. Rangers won the last 2 meetings of the season last season with the Flyers. Impressive wins. That is Don Van Massenhoven, one of today's referees. The other is Tom Kowal, the linesmen Tim Nowak and Pierre Shampoo. And today's New York Rangers high-definition broadcast is presented by Panasonic, Ideas for Life. Jeremy Roenick and Mark Messier, and we're underway. Messier with Simon on the left, Anson Carter on the right. Tom Poti back in the lineup for the Rangers after missing 2 games because of the flu, and Tom Poti is paired with Brian Leetch. Joel Bouchard is a healthy scratch. The Flyers, number 97 is Jeremy Roenick. One-time Ranger Tony Amonte, number 11 on the right, and Mark Recchi, number 8 on the left. The Flyers have now changed. They have brought out the rookie Joni Pitkanen, number 44 on defense, with Marcus Ragnarsson, number 28. His shot deflects up into the netting and play stops.
First hit of the game goes to Roenick as he throttled Brian Leetch. A good young defenseman. You know, his idol's Brian Leetch growing up. Here's the hit we were talking about. Jeremy Roenick. Clean hit, but he finished his body check. You'll see the Flyers do a lot of that. They don't turn away from their body checks very much. Pitkanen is the young player that's a good young defenseman for the Flyers. Primo gets his assist, or his shift against Holik. How about these two giants?
Oh yeah, the Rangers decided before the game there was some indecision about how they wanted to match up against these 2 terrific centers, Jeremy Roenick and Keith Primo, and they go size against size with Holik against Primo. Holik is on with Eric Lindros, Martin Ruchinski. Ruchinski takes the shot. Hackett gloves it and holds on.
A terrific save on a real good shot. Lindros with his first shift after missing the games with his bad chest. 7 games that he missed. There's the good shot. A good save by Hackett. I think Hackett needs a good game, Sam. His first 2 games that he played as a Flyer, he had shutouts. 1 at home, 1 on the road. And then, as he told me before the game, he says he's been a little bit down. He hasn't played as well as he wanted to. It's time to pick up his game.
And I think by playing Robert Esche a lot, the coach was hoping to fire him up. That shot by Malakoff deflects up into the netting. And Ken Hitchcock, interesting comments from him, John, talking about his goaltending. He felt he played Roman Cechmanek too much last season, and he said this season, 2/3 of the season, he's going to split the 2 goalies.
That's Robert Esche. You saw him. He's won 4 in a row, but Hitchcock is staying with his game plan. He's going to alternate. He's going to get both goaltenders a lot of games so they both could get to the top of their games. At least that's his attitude.
And then down the stretch, the last third of the season, choose number 1 to go into the playoffs. Recchi was pulled down. Greg DeVries is playing right defense. Darius Kasparaitis on the left. A long shot. Dunham gloved it, dropped it off for DeVries. 1.5 minutes into the game. Tony Amonte on the forecheck. Little tug at Kasparaitis. Nothing called. He was a little off his edge there and was pulled down.
Good.
As a result of it.
Don't call every little tug. Don't call everything. Let the game develop some flow. There was a little tug there, but it didn't create a scoring chance. Sometimes referees tend to overcall everything as opposed to undercall. Here's Lindros with a body check. There's a hit as he moved across on Weinrich, the defenseman.
Nedved, Kovalov, and Matthew Barnaby on the left wing. Jan Halavich is scratched today.
Rangers trying to revamp their team, at least stimulate the lines and get a little more oomph to their game than what they showed 2 nights ago.
Nedved comes over to play the puck along the boards. Kovalov behind the net. He's checked there by former Ranger Kim Janssen. For Nedved in front off his stick. Out comes Sammy Kapanen. Kapanen with Simon Gagne trailing. Gagne in, shoots, deflected off of Poti. On the round by Primo and played by Kapanen. On goal, stopped by Dunham. The big rebound is moved by Nedved. Out of the zone it goes. Kovalov picks it up, dumps it in. Rangers change. Marcus Ragnarsson, one-time San Jose Shark, has the puck for Philadelphia. They're without Eric Desjardins, out with back problems, missing his 2nd game.
Rangers don't play 4th line on 4th line. They come back with Messier, and the Flyers get their 4th line on the ice for their first shift. And there's a couple of big boys on this line.
Donald Brashear, number 87. Todd Fedoruk, number 29. And Eric Chouinard, number 19. All 3 of them are big. Here's Chouinard. Dumping it in. Dunham goes out to get it. Off the glass. Out to Messier in center. Simon down the left side. Messier goes right to Carter for the shot. Saved by Hackett. He holds on.
Started with Dunham making a good play as the Flyers threw the puck deep. Dunham banked the puck off the glass, and that allowed the Rangers to break out of the zone cleanly. Carter hits the net from a bad angle, and Hackett's 2 for 2. Both teams look sharp early. Brashear and Simon. Ooh, a little pop to the kisser there by Brashear. can't help himself, can he?
No. Those big guys. Here's Greg DeVries. Now it's Ruchinski playing the puck. Shot by Holik, deflects wide of the net. Therrien was hit by Ruchinski, and John LeClair able to move it out. Justin Williams, number 14, John LeClair, and Michael Handzus, the line for Philadelphia. Taken away by Williams, centers, and is broken up in front. Long shot from the point was blocked. Shot taken by Vandermeer. Vandermeer, number 23, on with Chris Therrien, number 6. Ruchinski moves in, offside Rangers.
Holik offside on the near side. That giveaway by Kasparaitis. He tried what you call a reversal, and the reversal didn't work. Here's a look at the Cannon Business Solutions goal cam. Watch the reversal. Back, but the Flyers were standing there waiting for it. That was Williams, but the Rangers never gave up anything on the play. Couple of good blocks. That one by Ruchinski. And the face-off comes into the neutral zone.
Cannon Business Solutions, digital technology powered by people with a gold cam look. That dump in by Roenick was blocked. And here's Chris Therrien. So now it's Nedved opposite Roenick.
His line was -3 in Carolina. The Nedved line was. And the first shift Roenick saw Messier. This time he sees Nedved. Primo's had 2 shifts, both against Holik.
Barnaby against Janssen. Nedved in the corner, takes a hit from Roenick. Play broken up in front by the veteran Eric Weinrich. Shot by Kovalov, saved by Hackett, and he covers up. And Nedved took a shot. Looked like Weinrich got his stick up on Nedved.
That's what happened, Sam. Nedved went to the front. There was a shoulder on shoulder, and then the stick came up underneath the chin. No penalties called. The referees are letting them play early. I kind of like it. There's the shot on goal, and Hackett's had good rebound control. Weinrich brought his stick up on the collision right into the chin of Peter Nedved. You'll see it there. Ooh, he brought it up pretty hard.
Yes.
Jeez. Actually, you know, if sticks become part of it, that's different. You sticks into the face, you got a call. The referee's standing right there looking at it.
I agree with you there.
The Flyers got away with one on that play.
Nedved slowly to the bench. Face-off win. Leach plays it to Poti. Around the boards. Messier had to go by him. Now reversed by Carter and picked up by Pitkanen. Nice move out of the zone by Primo. Keith Primo moves across 3-on-2. Sami Kapanen's shot was stopped by Dunham, and the Rangers come out. Chris Simon, 3-on-2 across. Messier to Carter with roll. Saved by Hackett. Rebound missed by Simon.
3-on-2 both ways.
And Primo goes the other way.
See that fake? He faked he was going to shoot around the boards and put it on the net, hoping Dunham was going to skate towards the corner. That was a heads-up play by Dunham to stay where he was, and by Primo to try it. That was the old decoy play, Sam.
5:10 gone by. Rangers whistled for icing. Good plays on either side.
See, watch Primo look to his right. See? Into the corner and then put it back on goal. Hoping that Dunham was going to read the play. Look at it. He's looking over to the right corner and fired it back to the left. But Dunham didn't go for it, huh?
You wouldn't have gone for it.
Oh, I would have been gone. Jockstrap and all. See you later, baby. Actually, maybe I wouldn't have. I couldn't skate fast enough to get out.
Let the defense play those harder rounds. Justin Williams working in the corner. Checked by Holik. Williams, Handzus, and LeClair. Round the net comes Handzus. He was stopped. Holik moves it up. Rangers not matching here, John. Basically playing a 3-line game. Ruchinski shot off the chest of Hackett. Rebound. Rolls loose. And LeClair able to play it up ahead of Handzus.
Flyers playing 4 lines. Rangers playing 3 to start this game. Puck goes in the Rangers bench, yeah. Again, look at Primo look into the corner with his eyes. See that? And then fire the puck back the other way. I think our crew wanted to show us they had a real good look at it. They did. Well, this time Lindros is picked up. Rebound gets away from Hackett. You can see Lindros was tied up by the defenseman in front and couldn't get that shot he wanted. That was Vandermeer, the defenseman.
Rangers have gotten some shots, but from that angle, the right side. And Hackett's left a couple of rebounds, but there have been no follow-ups.
The two teams have gotten between the blue lines quickly here. You're not seeing any stale, stagnant play. 4th line on the ice for the Rangers for the first time, and that means Purinton's against Brashear.
There was an offside on the play. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference.
Look at this.
Lundmark centering Purinton and Lacouture. Purinton and Brashear tied up in center as play continues. Kasparaitis across the DeVries. Lundmark dumps it in. Pitkinen plays it. Johnny Pitkinen, fourth player drafted overall in last year. In 2002, took a hit.
He got hit. Now Brashear wants to get it. Here we go. That's because of the hit by Purinton on Pitkinen, the rookie defenseman. These guys are in tight. Two strong men.
What's the matter? You're not allowed to have a clean hit on a guy?
I think Brashear was just trying to leave a message saying you can't hit our rookie defenseman like that. And he got nailed. The helmet comes off of Brashear. I think they both have so much respect for each other that it's bear hug time. I don't want to step back and see what can happen.
Brashear and Purinton. No damage done.
This is Dale Purinton on his first shift with a good hard hit on the rookie defenseman. Pitkinen, bang, he finished the play. Nice play. Then Brashear went over and wanted to get it at Purinton, knowing that the body check was thrown, and they got after each other. Now, to me, the referee could, if he wanted to, say, listen, it was a good hit by Purinton. Brashear went over, wanted to leave a message, and basically started the fight because of that idea. Maybe he should have gotten the instigator, if the instigator rule's in the book. When you saw the start of the fight, it looked even.
Right.
But the reason the fight started, because Purinton threw a clean body check.
Barnaby's got the puck. 5 minutes each for fighting to Purinton and Brashear. No loss of manpower on the ice. There's no score in the game. 6:40 gone by in the first period.
And Sam, I'm only saying that because the instigator rule is in the book. If it wasn't in the book, then no big deal.
Right. Gagne had it knocked away by Nedved. Nedved, Kovalov, and Barnaby set up the forecheck. Nedved forces Kim Janssen back. Up the board, Sammy Kapanen moves it to Jeremy Roenick. Roenick drops it off. Mark Recchi. Recchi against Poti. Roenick in the corner. Leach goes to him. Gloved side of the net by Dunham. He holds on. And Tony Amonte and Matthew Barnaby are separated. Well, we want to invite you to watch Rangers hockey Monday and Wednesday for the MSG Network's Cheering for Children Week Telethon. Bid on autographed Rangers memorabilia, the chance to take a road trip with the Rangers or ride the Zamboni or spend a period in the booth with JD and myself. Log on to MSGNetwork.com to see all the items available. Tune in starting Monday to take part in the fun. All proceeds benefit MSG Network's Cheering for Children Foundation. We always have a good time. Great items. Hope you'll join us Monday night and Wednesday night. Rangers versus Edmonton Monday night. Rangers versus Pittsburgh Wednesday night. Mark Recchi. Jim Vandermeer back to Recchi. Recchi against Poti. Tony Amonte goes for the puck. 7-game point scoring streak going for Tony Amonte, who has settled in Philadelphia. Roenick, it was tipped by Leach and moved nicely by Simon.
You know, Amonte's had 2 shifts where he's been against Barnaby, and at the last whistle, Barnaby gave him a bit of a shot. So that is some matchup some of the time, and Barnaby's there for a reason.
Moving in was Messier, couldn't control it, gets it back, deflected in front, and into the corner, and Handzus able to move it out to Amonte. Marcus Ragnarsson playing it down the boards. Malakoff and Mironov stay together on defense for the Rangers. Leclerc checked by Mironov. Justin Williams. Malakoff moves the puck. Blocked by Handzus. It's Mironov. Fired it around. No icing. And Jeff Hackett goes out to play it. Jeff Hackett started his NHL career with the New York Islanders. This is 6th team. Islanders, San Jose, Chicago, Montreal, Boston, and now the Flyers. Holik off the skate of Ruchinski. Nice play by Bobby Holik. And the big hit, Lindros involved. Holik was there as well. Handzus was the man who was ridden into the boards.
There's a few pounds of humanity there.
Yes, sir.
Gagne, by the way, who plays on Primo's line, his skate is being repaired right now. He may miss a shift. Lindros and Holik move across on Handzus. Leclerc stepped in, and then Williams came in. Both teams have played a hard first period here. It's been really disciplined.
And the good sign, Eric Lindros involved physically early in the game.
Twice now with some good body work. Primo has Kapanen on the wing, Sam, and who's on the other side there? It's supposed to be Gagne. He's having a skate repaired.
Out to the point, and it is Fedoruk. Shot toward the net was blocked. Fedoruk, Kapanen, and Primo on. Fedoruk, a big winger, rough player. Kovalev, Sami Kapanen. Now Kapanen comes out of the corner, shoots for the short side, and Dunham able to make the save.
Flyers won the battle along the boards with the help of Fedoruk, and when Kapanen came out, he saw Dunham reaching with a stick thinking pass. And when you reach forward with your stick as a goaltender, Kapanen saw that and tried to shoot short side. Look at the two big Flyers, actually three of them there. They outnumbered the Rangers. See Dunham? He started the poke check, so Kapanen tried to go short side and almost made a good play on it. Dunham actually makes the save, which is a better play.
Surprised that Kovalev lost that battle against Kapanen in the corner.
3-on-2 there.
Here comes Dunham to play the puck, leaves it for Brian Leetch under pressure from Mark Recchi.
I agree with you what you're saying about Alexei. Alexei's great with the puck, but without the puck, he's got to concentrate and be more focused.
He's a strong guy. He's got to use that strength. Yeah. Roenick swings it around. Leetch intercepts, moves it to Simon, and across to Anson Carter. Coming down to the midway point of the first period, and after a quick start, it's kind of settled in now. Not that many shots on goal. 5 for the Rangers, 4 for the Flyers. Tony Amonte taken away by Poti. Both teams changing. Leetch winds up, drives it on goal. Hackett leaves it for Pitkanen. And penalty called. Ruchinski hit Pitkanen.
Got him in the face.
Did he get the stick up on him?
Got something up on him because Pitkanen was reaching up for his face. And it's either an elbow or a high stick, one or the other. Flyers will go to work with a #2 power play in the league. Marty Ruchinski on the forecheck, stick up high, and his stick catches the face of Pitkanen. Good call by the referee. That was the Panasonic digital replay.
So Ruchinski in the penalty box, Dale Purinton alongside, serving the fighting major along with Donald Brashear on the other side. 2 minutes high sticking at 10:29, and the Flyers over their last 6 games, 9 for 27. That's 33% on the power play.
Well, Pitkanen's got a lot to do with it. Detroit's ranked #1. Philadelphia's ranked #2. Last season they were ranked #22, but the Flyers are scoring more goals this season.
Kim Janssen leads the rush. He's one of the point men. Simon Gagne up front with Michael Handzus and John Leclerc. Pitkanen and Janssen at the points. Rangers come out. Nedved. Rangers have given up power play goals in 6 of their last 7 games. A total of 7 power play goals against over the last 7. 8:45 to go first period. Scoreless game.
Rangers are using Lacouture to kill a penalty here. That hasn't happened very much.
Lacouture with Lundmark, Poti, and Leetch. Poti with a takeaway, but then the giveaway to Recchi. Amonte's got the puck. Amonte, Recchi, and Roenick on. Puck off the glass, bounces down. Lacouture finds it and drives it down the ice.
A lot of times Ruchinski is used on the penalty kill, but he's of course is in the penalty box, so they've used Dominic Moore. And he's not dressed for this game. He's done a nice job on the penalty kill for the Rangers.
Moore, Halavich, and Bouchard healthy scratches for the Rangers. And Paul Healy was put on IR with the back problem. Moved down the boards by Ragnarsson. A rib problem, John?
Yeah.
Rib problem, excuse me. Tony Amonte. Poti, Leetch, Messier, and Carter, the Rangers penalty killers. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Eric Weinrich, down low. Ragnarsson couldn't handle it. Good play by Leetch. 2-on-1, Messier and Carter. Weinrich back. Messier looking. Messier slid off his stick wide. I think he was undecided between the pass to Carter and the shot. Finally decided to take a shot, by then it rolled
The
off.
other thing was it was at the very end of the penalty kill shift for him. Brian Leetch made a great play to set up the 2-on-1, and that was a terrific penalty kill by the Rangers.
Power play is over. Flyers got no shots on goal on the power play. Nedved with Ruchinski. Nedved shoots, save by Hackett. High rising shot in front off the stick of Kovalev. Justin Williams for Philadelphia. No score in the game. 7:10 to go. First period. Kasparaitis took out Justin Williams. Might have been a little late after he released the puck, but nothing called.
You're tough.
Nedved. Nedved playing it back to Kasparaitis. Barnaby. Now Kovalev looking.
knocked away from him. Mironov.
So far, the Rangers have only given up 4 shots over 13 minutes of playing time, including a Flyer power play, and I don't think any of them have been what you'd call quality scoring chances. Nothing down the middle and no odd man rush yet.
Guinard with the check on Malakoff. This is Leclerc working against Mironov.
This is Leclerc's property line right down low.
Shot by Hanzus, blocked it away by Dunham. And Dunham has looked fine thus far in the game, coming back from a little bit of a groin problem. Malakoff with room, scores! Vladimir Malakoff gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead.
Rangers played Leclerc top down low. Their defensive play in their own zone leads to a rush out of the zone. There it goes. Ruchinski with a great move here. Spin around, look, there's Malakoff. And then he had to pull a puck forward and rip it, and he's got a world-class shot. When he hits a net like that, he'll beat goaltenders. Off the goal post and in, 1-0 Rangers. They've been good defensively. Now they get rewarded with a goal.
First goal in 26 games for Vladimir Malakoff, dating back to February 15th of last season.
I think Ruchinski and Lindros, I think, will be the two to get the assists.
Giveaway to Roenick. Comes out from behind the net. Pressured by Holik. Good job by Holik. On Roenick, forced the turnover, and the Rangers get the jump on the Flyers. Holik was onside. Puck knocked away. Hackett wanted to dive on top. It's loose. Ruchinski shoots it wide. Ruchinski again. He's tied up by Roenick. The Flyers misplayed the puck in front of Hackett. He wanted to stop play. It was knocked away from him by his own player and turned into a scoring chance for the Rangers. Leach controls. Malakoff, and you were right, John. Ruchinski and Lindros, the assist at 13:49. So Eric Lindros steps back in and picks up a point.
And right after the goal, you always look to that first shift after a goal scored, and the Holik line had a very strong shift. Didn't let the Roenick line get the Flyers going again.
Puck went by. DeVries is played by Kasparaitis. Knocked away by Primo.
Remember the Boston Bruins when they had the Espos and those guys. They had great shifts after a goal. Always turned the game around right after a goal, whether they scored it or the other team. That means a lot to the flow of a game.
For Eric Lindros, by the way, his first assist of the season. Kovalov with the shot, saved by Hackett.
Well, the Rangers are passing the puck well, getting some bad angle shots, but passing the puck well. Remember when Mark Messier had the 2-on-1? His feet kind of gave out.
Yeah.
Well, watch him look down at his skate blades or his skates. What's going on here? Gets to the bench. And over there, they're checking to make sure that a rivet's not loose that holds the skate blade to the boot itself. You got to have the equipment in good shape.
That's the head equipment trainer, Cassio Marquez, looking at it. I'm sure he'll straighten things out. Kasparaitis under pressure from Leclerc. Lacouture moves it out. Rangers with 10 shots. As you saw, Flyers with 5. Oh, big hit by Kasparaitis on Roenick. Saved by Dunham on the shot by Leclerc.
And Brashear took a run at Pierenton.
Oh, watch out. That shot by Vandermeer deflected by DeVries, goes up into the netting.
There we go again.
A little chat. Hello.
You know,
one
thing about Kasparaitis, he went up and he threw that big hit, and it was great to watch. Fun, but it opened up that part of the ice, and Leclerc took advantage of it. Watch the big hit. Boom on Brashear. That vacates that area. And look where Leclerc went to with the puck. And that may have been one of the better shots the Flyers have had in the game.
What do you do there, John? What do you think is best? You wrestle with it because you want to send a message to Roenick. That's a good hit on Roenick.
That was on Brashear, I think.
No, I thought the hit was on Roenick.
It was on Brashear.
Okay.
It was 87, not 97.
I apologize.
So, okay, do you review your thinking now?
Yes.
That's why Brashear didn't go flying down, because he's built like a tank.
All right. Lindros tried to lift it ahead for Ruchinski. This line is skated very well. Long shot from the point. Saved by Hackett. It's loose and cleared aside.
I think Holik would have scored there, but it hit a defenseman's skate.
Another chance. This line has played well. Holik, Lindros, and Ruchinski. Therrien with a hit on Lindros, and he answered back.
Flyers, a big team, recently beat Montreal 5-0, and their size was a huge difference in the game. In this game, the Flyers don't have that advantage on the Rangers, as the Rangers over the last year or two have really picked up the size of their team. And it is a big men hitting each other. Now watch the deflection there. That may have squirted through Hackett, but it hit the defenseman Terrian's skate. Holik's in front. He's the one that made the deflection on the play. And the Rangers are not being at all pushed around by a big team in the Flyers.
Leach off the face-off win. Messier seems to have the skate problem corrected. Simon comes down against Ragnarsson. Hackett sticked it away, and Recchi bangs it off the boards. Almonte with Roenick. Roenick takes it deep against Leach, and it got a shot off. Great move. Shot by Almonte.
Oh, boy, hit the referee.
Hit the referee, Don Van Massenhoven.
Oh, goodness. He looks like he's going to shake it off, but, man, he's got no equipment on. Oh, that had to hurt.
3 minutes to go in the first period. Cody in deep on the offensive side. Got taken down by Ragnarsson. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. Brashear looking at Kasparaitis. Looked like he wanted to go back at him. Hackett swings it around. The breeze comes down. Rangers take it away. Nedved lost control. Taken back by Handzus. And here's Brashear.
Brashear's in on, again, it's Williams' spot. So maybe Brashear's moved up on the third line. Getting a little more ice time.
And perhaps that physical presence is a factor. And we'll see if Ken Hitchcock wants to go down to 3 lines and match the Rangers playing a lot of 3 lines.
Linesman intercepts Barnaby and Brashear's. Barnaby went over to have a few words with the Donald.
And Barnaby never too bashful. He'll talk to anybody.
Certainly will, Ollie. Here's a hit there. Therrien and Lindros. Therrien, look at him. The shoulder pad went right into the chin, I think, of Therrien, and he was a little shaken for a moment. He went through waivers, by the way, Chris Therrien, and they say since he's come back from that, he's played pretty well. That's a shock to the system.
Well, he's a big man, and it's always been a question to him about getting some passion and intensity in his game. Malakoff moves to Kovalov. Malakoff has the goal. Rangers have the lead. Mironov dumps it in.
Terrian's 6'5", 235. That's rather average by today's standards. He's a big man.
Kovalov against Primo. Primo had him almost had him in a headlock. Barnaby centers in front for Mironov, and he missed it.
Oh, it's a great setup, though.
Barnaby waited, showed a lot of patience with the puck.
I think Simon Gagne went down and made the play. And right now we have an injured Flyer headed to the bench. It could be Gagne.
Drop past the Kapanen for the shot. Leg save made by Dunham.
Yeah, Gagne's
shot.
Sam Gagne's hurting at the bench for the Flyers. Fine forward that he is.
Nedved to Kovalov. Trailing is Barnaby. Chipped it on goal, and Hackett covers up. 1:08 to go in the first
battle. Got more battle going. That was Kovalov and Vandermeer, just called up from the minors. In fact, they took some Flyer stickers and put it on the helmet on top of the Philadelphia Phantom stickers. See his Phantom? There's a Flyer.
I forgot a couple there.
Yeah.
Well, they only play next door.
Here's a 2-on-2 in the corner. A big battle. The Rangers won it as Barnaby comes out. And there's Williams back checking on Mironov, the defenseman who dropped down low. And then as Mironov and Gagne went into the boards, Gagne's leg seemed to be underneath him, and it's bothering him. And they're still talking to him at the bench.
Face-off win by Roenick, played by Chris Therrien. Here's Roenick, dropping it back. Under a minute to go in the first period as Vandermeer sends it in. It's been a good first period for the Rangers. They tighten things up defensively, and they capitalized on the goal. They've had some good scoring chances. Holik's shot was stopped, and the rebound moved out.
It's another example of the Rangers flying through the neutral zone. They're not having trouble getting into the Flyer zone as a icing call. Now, one thing, I don't know, did you mention, maybe you did, but Desjardins not in the lineup for the Flyers.
Back problem.
He's got a back spasm problem and a sacroiliac joint problem, and when he's out of the lineup, it hurts the Flyers. But look at everybody backs in. The Rangers flying through the neutral zone and force the face-off.
Second game, Desjardins has missed. Face-off win. Pody moves down with the puck. Pody against Leclerc. Try to one-handed in front. Lindros gets there. Now Pody still deep. Lindros. Ruchinski against Leclerc. Lindros trying to move into position. Holik in the corner. Centers. Lindros shot deflected wide. Went off of Ragnarsson.
That was a good setup from Holik to Lindros.
The Rangers won the draw, worked really hard down low, but Lindros couldn't get the clean shot. This has been a very strong period for the Rangers. Ooh, 3.6 seconds to go, a face-off coming up towards the end of the first period. The Rangers have been good everywhere, Sam. Dunham's been good, but he hasn't had to be great. The penalty kill the Rangers had was really good, as the Flyers didn't register a shot. No one Flyer player has been carrying the game. Gagner looks like he has a leg injury. You see him there. He's really hurting.
Yes, he is.
And he's a good player.
We talked about the Kasparaitis hit. Well, Darius Kasparaitis will be Stan's guest between periods, and they'll discuss it.
Darius had a big smile on his face after that big hit.
You know he loves that.
Bench. Good period.
Cheers for the Rangers. They did a lot of good things in that first period. I will tell you, Ken Hitchcock, one of the best coaches at making adjustments between periods. You talked about the open center ice and the freedom of movement for the Rangers. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments the Flyers head coach makes. Mike Dunham returns to the lineup, faced 8 shots, and looked very comfortable in goal.
The line combination changes. The Rangers made A to match up against the Flyers, plus to stimulate their own team. First time in a long time. Really worked during the first period. Here's a look at the Gagner injury. He did a great job there on Mironov. They get up together, go to the boards, crunch into the boards he went. Did Mironov sweep his leg out from under him?
Let's see.
They went, the puck's there, they meet up. No, he didn't. I think Gagner's right knee went down to the ice. His left leg was spread to the left, and something pulled on his upper thigh.
We'll see if he can come back. 1-0 Rangers, end of 1. Stand with Darius Kasparaitis when we come back. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Continental Airlines. Work hard, fly right. By the most respected, honored, and heroic 4x4s out there. Only in a Jeep 4x4. And by Office Depot. What you need to know. Rangers a 1-0 lead, end of 1. To the studio to Stan Fischler with Darius Kasparaitis. Stan.
Thanks, Sam. Not a good period, a great period for the Rangers. What you think?
It's, every time we play Flyers, it's going to be a physical game. I think both teams are ready to go, and that's a perfect game to play.
Well, I don't agree with you at all, because I think the Rangers dominated that period. I didn't see the Flyers do much. You guys had it all over them. But you only got 1 goal. How do you play a second period after a period like this?
Well, you play the same way. You play good defense. You try to, evaluate every single rush and just try to not make mistakes in neutral zone, because Flyers are a pretty fast team.
You're following a tradition of great Ranger hitters. The original Ching Johnson, he would smile after a hit. Tell me what happened there. You nailed this guy. Are you laughing? I don't know.
No, I was just smiling over there. But I kind of missed him the last second. I saw Donald Brashear skating with his head down, and I just stopped on the blue line, and tried to hold my blue line. I don't want him to dump the puck in and then hammer me in the corner.
I used to play defense. I often wondered, when do you decide you're going to throw a hip check and when do you not? How do you decide?
If the guy's big and even with you on the board, then you throw a hip check. If the guy's little and fast, then you probably think twice to do that.
Thanks very much, Darius. A super hitter. The Rangers leading 1-0. Had a super period. We'll have more right after this break. 1-0 Rangers. One nothing Rangers over the Flyers at the end of the first. And soccer fans, tomorrow on MSG, the playoffs continue as the Metro Stars visit the Revolution in Game 2 of the Eastern semifinals. Metro Stars game night leads off at 3:30. Then game time is 4 o'clock tomorrow here on MSG Network. More Deco Intermission Report coming up.
Sam, J.D., and Stan back at Madison Square Garden. Rangers leading 1-0. The intermission report continues with the highlights brought to you by Adecco, the employment people. Take a look, John.
Well, the Rangers did, I think, a real good job during that first period of getting the puck to the net. They didn't miss the net very much with their shots. The shots were 13-9, and Hackett had to be pretty good. A lot of shots where he had some congestion around the net. Not odd man rushes much. The plays out of the corners where the Rangers had to win the loose puck battles and did a good job. Here's the goal. Ruchinski looks and sees that he's got Malakoff, a defenseman, into the play on the open side. Backhand forehand off the goalpost. A perfect shot. And the Rangers had the 1-0 lead and deserved it. They played one of their better periods of the season.
We're coming back with the second period and trivia time.
Don't go away.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Blue Cash from American Express. Get up to 5% cash back. By Tri-State Consumer Auto Insurance. Call Tri-State Consumer Insurance Company at 1-800-JOIN now. By Panasonic, ideas for life. And by Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. Moments away from the start of the second period, Rangers with a 1-0 lead. First period scoring summary brought to you by BMW. Vladimir Malakhov, first goal since February 15th of last season. 13:49 the time. Ruchinski and Lindros assisting. Rangers 13 shots, 3 for Ruchinski. Kapanen had 4 of the Flyers' 9 shots. Only power play to Philadelphia. There was 1 fight, 5 minutes each to Brashear and Dale Purinton, and Bobby Holik 7-2 on faceoffs. So now Al is calling us from Curacao or Barbados. Where are you, Al?
Some secret location, Sam.
Oh, okay. Stan is with us. Trivia quiz. Which Flyer has scored the most goals versus the New York Rangers? Tim Kerr, Eric Lindros, Reggie Leach, Brian Propp, and for you young fans, Eric Lindros, of course, played many years against the Rangers. Tim Kerr, Eric Lindros, Reggie Leach, Brian Propp.
If it's Reggie Leach, I had a lot to do with it then.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm going to give my points to Al.
Really? Why is that, Stan?
Because he's not feeling so hot, and I feel sorry for him.
How do you feel about that?
What is there? Is it too warm in the Barbados? Too much sun?
All right, Al, we need you back here, you know.
Well, I'll be there soon.
You know, it took me and Stan to do the pregame show. It's not easy, 2 of us.
Yeah, well, we did a good job.
Yes, we did. You're
You
right,
did better
Stan.
than I would have at 12:30.
Nah. Al, feel better. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Good talking to you, Al.
Take it easy, Al.
And we can't check up on Al to see if he looks up the answer at home. We're
Kathy will tell
trusting
us.
him.
Kathy
All
will
right.
let us know. You know, that first period, when you think about how well the Rangers played, just think of face-offs. Messier and Holik went 12-4 combined, the 2 key face-off men for the Rangers. Primo and Roenick won 3 and lost 10. You win face-offs from Primo and Roenick, you're taking away from puck possession time, which in turn means, you know, puck possession leads to offense and scoring chances and everything else. So that was just a small part of the period, but a good part for the Rangers.
I really like this Rangers line with Lindros on the line with Holik and Ruchinski.
It's only 1 period, Sam.
Okay.
Gagne has not returned to the Flyer bench.
Okay.
Has not returned. How about this? Brashear and Lindros got their arms up the start of the period.
Apparently a leg injury suffered by Simon Gagne. We showed you that replay. He was involved with, tangled up with Boris Mironov. Ruchinski in deep against Jim Vandermeer. Therrien bumps with Lindros. And Primo comes out with the puck, joined by Brashear and Kapanen. That's the line. Nice poke check by Leach. Stops the rush. Brashear is bumped by Holik, and the puck comes all the way back into the Flyer zone. Hackett leaves it for Therrien. And all the way down into the Ranger zone it goes, and this will be an icing on Philadelphia. John LeClair, who looks healthy and feels good for the first time in quite some time.
You'll see right off the beginning of the second period, Lindros not backing up. Brashear will not back up. So those are 2 big guys, aren't they? The Rangers are a bigger team than what they've been over the last couple of seasons. And now you have Carter and Pitkanen. A little jostling.
Yeah, referee had to yell at him. Face-off win, shot by Mironov goes wide. Messier, Carter, and Simon on. Simon took a hit from Ragnarsson. Justin Williams plays it off the boards, and Mironov takes over. Start of 3 straight at home for the Rangers. Edmonton here Monday night. Pittsburgh here Wednesday night.
The Flyers clogged up the neutral zone there a little better. The Rangers couldn't zip through like they did in the first period. So maybe let's watch and see if the Flyers do adjust to that, Sam.
Here's Justin Williams toward the net, but wide. Simon goes over, gave it away to Handzus. Leclair with a hit after Mironov released. Puck
Twice.
kept in on the line.
Twice the Rangers didn't get it out. That's asking for trouble.
Leclair centers, shot by Therrien, by Janssen was blocked. The scramble on, the puck comes loose, and Carter can't clear. Shot again, saved by Dunham. Rebound went off the back of Justin Williams and finally gotten out of the zone.
3 times Rangers had the puck to the blue line, but not out. Dunham was forced to make a big save. That's trouble from the Rangers' point of view.
And good work by the Flyers to keep it in.
But you've got to make a simple play sometimes, Sam. Go off the boards, just get it out and trying to make a play coming out of the zone.
Tony Amonte made a good hustling play to negate what would have been an icing. Recchi going against Kovalov along the boards. Amonte and Kasparaitis. Mark Recchi centers, went off the skate and out of the zone.
Flyers look a little more hungry to start the second period.
I bet if Coach Hitchcock was yelling at him after a 4-2 win the other night, I can only imagine what he was saying between periods here at Madison Square Garden today.
Kind of likes perfection, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's a tough guy. But as Jeremy Roenick said in the pregame show, if you want to do anything in this league, you've got to sustain it. You've got to play for 60 minutes. If they hope to be champions, they need to play that way. Barnaby brings the puck out. Around it goes, and Jim Vandermeer is there.
The Flyers are one of 5 teams that average over 3 goals a game in the league. One of only 5. In this game so far, they haven't proven much offensively.
Last 5 games coming into this one, they'd scored 23 goals. That's a little under 5 goals per game.
Vancouver averages 3.5. The Islanders 3.4. The Flyers in Colorado and Ottawa all 3.3.
Islanders playing very, very well. And they go up against Atlanta tonight. Shot by Williams, blocked. Good recovery by Brian Leetch. And the outlet from Poti to Lacouture is broken up. Flyers turn it right back in. Justin Williams. Ice opened up. Pitkanen comes in, shoots it into the crowd. It was blocked. Puck bounces around. Rangers very scrambly here.
But it started again when Lacouture lost the puck between the blue lines. It's all starting at center ice.
Handzus against Lundmark. Williams, a lot of time in the Ranger zone early in the second period. Leetch is battling Leclerc, and the puck was kept in by Pitkanen. Handzus, the back pass, quick shot by Ragnarsson, blocked in front. Williams shot, blocked by Leetch. That's one thing that's been going good. Leetch drives it down the ice to stop play.
Yeah, Rangers block a lot of shots. The Rangers, they're not having puck control in their own zone right now, but they're not panicking either, which is a tremendously strong sign compared to a year ago. We've just been told that Gagne, yes, there he is, just returning to the Flyer bench. Injured what looked like a right leg. Here's the Panasonic digital replay of some of the turnovers the Rangers have been involved with. There's Carter. See, that's way too fancy, Sam. That's back through his legs towards the middle of the ice in your own zone. That's just asking for absolutely nothing but big-time trouble.
Lindros and Primo collided. Lindros went down. Ruchinski checked by Vandermeer. Rangers finally gaining the offensive zone. In deep, Malakoff centered by Lindros, and it's cleared out of the zone. Rangers guilty of 6 turnovers already.
And we're
only played 5 minutes of the second period. Lindros across, to the net goes Holik. Back pass to Mironov. Backhands it on goal, a save, and Lindros rebound blocked by Therrien. Another shot off the side of the net by Ruchinski.
Well, Mironov has jumped into the play in the offensive zone in a very smart way in this game.
This will be an icing on the Flyers.
It was his shot that led to the rebound, and then Lindros had a world-class scoring chance but couldn't get his shot through.
First offensive thrust by the Rangers in the period.
This is Mironov jumping into the play, a backhander on net high, but look where the rebound goes. And Lindros went to shoot it quickly, and Therrien with those size 14s blocked it. That was a good hit there, shoulder on shoulder, and that's the left side of Lindros' chest, which I think is where the sore part was. He just finished telling the training staff he's okay.
I noticed you didn't say sternoclavicular sprain.
It's a chest ligament sprain.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that any word bigger than marmalade, I have no chance for. I can hardly say Pitkanen.
Recchi forced back by DeBreeze. Amonte checked by Nedved. Kasparaitis was able to play to Kovalov. Fans with a Let's Go Rangers chant.
The Flyers back in the neutral zone now.
5 men there.
And they turn it over, but it's taken back. Good play by Barnaby. Now Weinrich takes over.
The Rangers in this second period, 6 minutes in, have had the puck deep once. They've got to get the puck deep once they get to center ice. Not to the blue line and have a turnover and trap your own teammates.
That was a delayed offside whistle against the Rangers. With 5:55 gone by in this second period, Rangers leading 1-0. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. This is the only afternoon game on a busy NHL schedule. Hody plays it across the Leach. And the race taking shape in the Atlantic Division. The Islanders with 16 points and 7 wins lead. The Flyers have 16 points and 6 wins. The Devils have 15 points and the Rangers 13 points.
You play each team in your own division this season 6 different times. This is the first divisional game for the Rangers, the last team in the NHL to have a divisional game this season.
Rangers able to get the puck deep and working here. Messier with Carter and Simon.
Wait, 6 games with the Flyers, 6 with the Devils, 6 with the Islanders. That's pretty good stuff.
Fun. Let's not forget the Penguins, too.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be here on Wednesday night. Nice intercept by Primo. Moves in on Leach. Drops it back for the shot high. Kapanen missed the net. Messier swings it around the boards. Hanzus just off the bench plays it toward the net. Tipped off the side of the net. Hanzus comes out in front. Shot was blocked. Kapanen missed the net again.
He had 4 shots in the first period. He's missed the net twice here.
Big chances. Here's Hanzus again. Tough to handle. Michael Hanzus uses that height and reach effectively. Once again, the Flyers turn it over and send it right back in. The Rangers forced. The Flyers gaining control from their blue line to the other end of the ice. The puck deflects into the crowd. 12:36 to go.
Take a look at the Primo intercept as the Flyers are now controlling the neutral zone. That led to a Kapanen shot that went wide. Now during the TV timeout, Gagner was testing his left leg, flexing it, doing little skating circles, stopping and going, and we'll see if he's able to play it 100%. It doesn't look like it's very good.
There's Roenick coming in. Mironov is there. Played to the side of the net, and Dunham was able to stop it and cover it with the glove, with Tony Amonte poking at it.
They try a lot of those sneaky bad angle shots. We've seen a lot of that in this game. Saw Kapanen do it. JR did it right there. Remember Primo on that dump in where he shot it on the net instead. Look, JR looks and it just fires it on net, hoping for the hole to open up.
Intercept in front by Mironov. Long outlet pass for Ruchinski. Who's broken up and Terrian's got it.
Now, Rangers have to really pick their level up in a hurry here. 8 minutes into the second period. Not nearly as sharp as the first period.
A lot of that is due to the way the Flyers
are. I agree. I think it's a combination of both. I really do. The Flyers have picked theirs up without a doubt.
Lindros moves it out. Amonte takes it back. Here's Terrian across. Vandermeer and off of Malakoff. Malakoff has the goal. Rangers lead 1-0. 5 shots for the Flyers here in the second period. 13 for the game. Rangers only 1 shot. 14 for the game. Played down the ice. No icing. Flyers have to play it. Kim Janssen, who has really thrived in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Trade. He's really stepped up.
He had the most ice time of any Flyer the other night when they beat Washington. By the way, they held Jágr to 0 shots on goal for a whole game. You'll beat Washington when you hold Jágr to no shots.
Rangers were offside. Hey kids, sign up for the Junior Rangers Club presented by Powerade and Hebrew National. Receive newsletters, birthday cards, merchandise, and much more. Membership is free of charge. For more information, log on to Junior Rangers area of NewYorkRangers.com or call 201-784-9600. Powerade and Hebrew National are proud sponsors of New York Rangers hockey.
This line again would have Gagner on it, Sam. He's still on the bench. Brashear is still taking his spot on this line with Kapanen and Primo. So Gagner's leg must be bothering him enough that he's not seeing a lot of ice.
A little over 9 minutes gone by in the second. Nedved for Kovalov. Kovalov moves in against Eric Weinrich. Centers, and tied up was Kasparaitis, who snuck in from the left point. Brought up by Kim Janssen. Janssen lifts it in. Dunham starts to go after it, steers it into the corner. Nice soft pass up for Kovalov, but he gave it away. Bad pass. Roenick sends it deep. That's going to drive the coaches nuts.
Well, but he's not the only one this period. That's at least 4 or 5.
Roenick centers, saved by Dunham. Sneaking in was Ragnarsson, got a perfect setup from Roenick and a good save. Roenick again. That pass in front. And the backhander goes wide. That shot by Eric Chouinard.
See, all this because of 1 turnover, Sam.
Wow.
1 turnover. See what happens in this league? In the NHL?
Kasparaitis' skate was caught. Kasparaitis' stick was caught in the skate of Pitkanen. Pitkanen swung his stick at Kasparaitis.
Well, I'm on Kasparaitis' side here. He tried to let go and take it easy, and Pitkanen took a swing at him. Right in there, the Kasparaitis hockey stick blade goes into Pitkanen's skate. Now, you can't let go of your stick. You got to try and get it out.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good swing of the stick by the Flyer player. Here's the turnover. Look at that. I mean, those are so unforced. That, by the way, that was the Panasonic digital replay. The Rangers, the brain cramps, Sam, coming out of their own zone in the second period, have not hurt them on the scoreboard, but they will.
A lot of that thanks to Mike Dunham.
Yeah, and credit to the Flyers for forcing some of it, but you just can't throw the puck through the middle. You can't do it.
There's a giveaway by Hackett. Simon in the corner was checked there by Pitkanen. And Joni Pitkanen gets out with a puck. Bouncer that's knocked aside by Dunham. 9:15 to go, second period. Rangers lead 1-0. Hard to figure out how a team goes from one end of the spectrum of playing near perfect hockey in the first period to the other end where they're making mistakes, turnovers. Big hit by Anson Carter, knocked down Marcus Ragnarsson. Anzu's moved it to Justin Williams. Williams across to Chris Therien. Mironov there. LeClaire taken to the boards by Malakoff. Play by Malakoff again. And Holik fired it up the boards. All the way down it goes. Therien gets there before Ruchinski icing on the Rangers.
Are the Flyers now officially without Simon Gagne? He went off the ice during the last stoppage to the Flyer locker room, so I don't think he'll be able to play. Anson Carter's about 220 pounds. Oh, goodness. That was right into the chest of Ragnarsson. He was held up by Simon. The puck was at his feet, and it's a clean hit. Simon just got out of the way. Ragnarsson, though, got right back up into the play. Flyers controlling faceoffs in this second period. They were 7-2 a moment ago, and after they were dominated in the first period.
Primo wins from Lindros after Holik got chased. Puck kept in. Brashear along the boards against Mironov. They wrestle along the boards. Primo and Lindros. Battle of the big men. Nice play by Lindros. Malakoff played it back. The net gets knocked off as Mironov tried to get by and get around to play the man. He knocked the net off the moorings.
Both Lindros and Holik were on the ice on the same line. Both are natural centermen. So that last shift before this stoppage, Lindros stayed low to help the defense. Holik went up and played the Flyer defenseman as a winger. So they're reading off of each other very well here defensively, at least in their own zone.
3 hits. That's an impressive number coming back from injury. Lindros clears it out. Rangers have had only 1 shot on goal. There's a penalty upcoming. Penalty upcoming. It looks like Todd Fedoruk.
Yeah, he ran Lindros.
Delayed penalty on Philadelphia.
The Rangers need this. They can maybe get their game going offensively if they go to work on the power play and make something happen.
Dunham wasn't sure. Now he hesitated. Now he's going to the bench finally for the extra skater. He wants to intercept.
He wanted to make sure that Ruchinski didn't reverse behind him and take a chance at losing the puck accidentally. So Dunham waited until he made sure the puck was over the blue line before he headed to the bench for the extra attacker. Messier having words with Fedoruk after this penalty call here. It was a second play. Lindros was going to get hit and got hit. He put his arms up and caught Fedoruk on the hit. So Fedoruk went back. See, now, you know what? If I was Eric Lindros, I would have started doing that 5 years ago. Mark Messier's done it his whole career. You're going to run me, you're going to go through my stick, my elbows, and my gloves. Otherwise, my head's going to get damaged. Here's a hits package that we've seen of. Been a lot of body work in this game.
Fedoruk for roughing it. 12-12, first power play of the game for the Rangers. Flyers penalty killing has been superb over the last 6 games, 25 for 27. And they are second in the league on the penalty kill. And they take the puck away and move it up the ice. Primo with Kapanen. Kapanen holds, his shot goes wide. Rangers have Leach, and Kovalov went down, he's hurting.
The slash is called a Primo. Rangers will have a 2-man advantage. Oh, maybe not. 2 each.
I think both guys are going.
2 each.
Kovalov and Primo. Kovalov is getting up very slowly and limping.
Are they saying
Primo
he
is
took a
called back
dive?
from the bench.
I think they're saying that he took a dive. I mean, Kovalov looked to be hurt. He sat down on the ice. He's flexing his leg.
Don Van Massenhoven made the call.
Kovalov's holding up Primo. Oh, you know,
It's a slash to the back of the leg.
yeah, how can a referee call that a dive when you climb in Kovalov's head and say it's a dive? He took a slash right across his ankle. He went down. He was banged on the play. It's a slash to the leg.
Back, yeah, the back of the leg.
Back of the leg, yeah.
Where you're totally unprotected.
Absolutely
Kovalov
right.
can't understand it.
I mean, this is that is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
2 minutes each to Primo and Kovalov. Kovalov on sportsmanlike conduct for diving and Primo for slashing. It continues as a 5-on-4 power play for the Rangers.
You know, Kovalov's complained about the referees and how they don't believe when he gets nailed or he gets pulled down. I think he's getting to the point where he's got a very valid point. That was ridiculous.
Heard the fan reaction to the announcement of the Kovalov penalty. Cody and Leach playing the points. Holik, Lindros, and Nedved up front on the power play. 12:43, the time of the coincidental minors to Primo and Kovalov. 5-on-4 power play for the Rangers, their first of the game. Clearing attempt by Hanzus was blocked by Leach. This time he gets it out and all the way down.
Well, hard work there by the penalty killers. They worked hard to move the puck out of the zone.
Janssen, Terrien, Hanzus, and Williams. And now the Flyers change all 4. Olik to Nedved. Recchi goes to him. Recchi and Roenick on with Ragnarsson and Weinrich. Lindros behind the net. Olik back to Leach. Cross to Pody. Now Leach. Leach moves and feeds Holik for the shot. Save made. Long rebound. Holik gets deflected up and into the netting.
Well, the first shot got through. Lindros was there, and he worked to stay in front, but couldn't get the deflection or could not find the rebound on that low shot that Jeff Hackett stopped. Here's a good shot. Here's Leach moving it across. Here comes the shot, and you see Lindros try to deflect it. Couldn't. Lindros went down here, got pulled down, got right back up into the play. He's worked hard getting back into the lineup after missing the games with a chest injury.
Malakhov just wide off the setup from Mironov. 10 seconds left in the power play. Hackett missed the puck. It's in the corner. Simon, Carter, and Messier are on. And the puck cleared out. That's John's cell phone that's ringing as people want to know what's going on in the game right in the middle. John always accommodating. Never know, it might be the commissioner. 5:35 to go. Power play is over.
Maybe it's a league mad saying that the referees made a mistake.
Set up for Simon. Save by Hackett. Centered and knocked away. Kasparaitis for Messier, who chipped it wide on the backhand. Rangers got a couple of great chances. Hackett made a terrific save on Chris Simon. 5:15 to go in the second. And the fans get into it as the Rangers pick their play up the last couple of minutes. Carter's shot is stopped by Hackett.
Hackett needed a good game. He's giving the Flyers one. The Rangers play is alive. Here's a look at the Canon Business Solutions goal cam. Carter to Simon and a great release on goal, and Hackett's left leg makes his best save of the game. Messier chipped the puck, tried to get it over the shoulder, but just missed on the long side. As the Rangers had a power play, Sam, it didn't do much, but it's given them at least a chance to get their game going in the offensive zone.
Canon Business Solutions, digital technology powered by people with a goal cam look at the Rangers' chance. Good play in the neutral zone by DeVries. Hackett reverses, and Leclerc moves it around the boards. 4:45 to go, second period. Rangers a 1-0 lead. Barnaby had a good hit on Justin Williams. The goal in the first period by Vladimir Malakhov. Flyers penalty. Hanzus.
There's a
in the
cross check.
offensive zone. As he cross-checked Kasparaitis, Rangers go on the power play again.
So the Flyers carried the play. Then they took a penalty, and it should have been a two-man advantage, but the referees decided not to allow it to happen. But the Rangers then kept picking up their play, and now the Flyers take another penalty, and this is kind of a dumb one. I mean, that's Kasparaitis just going back to get the puck, and Handzus just cross-checks him in the back. It wasn't a hard, big cross-check, but it was one. Barnaby here with a good hit. Ooh, that was on Justin Williams, who bounces right back up to get into the play. So the Rangers have another chance to continue to get their offensive flow going here.
John, it's been a pretty clean game. It's a good physical game.
Yeah, but now you start to sense the sticks coming up a bit.
Okay.
You know, Primo with the chop to Kovalov. That was Kasparaitis taking a cross check to the back. It has been to this point, but you sense the intensity level starting to get a little high now.
15:23, the time of the penalty. Rangers' second power play, 0 for 1, one shot. Leach carries.
Ruchinski's penalty in the first period was a high stick.
Right. Ruchinski, Holik, and Lindros, Kovalov, and Leach for the power play. And the puck taken away by Primo. Primo with Kapanen. Primo's shot was partially deflected, and Dunham stayed with it. Kovalov's got the puck. Weinrich and Ragnarsson on defense. Kovalov carrying, weaving his way into the zone offside.
Kovalov's intensity level right now has got to go up about 30%. Overskated the puck beside the goaltender Dunham. Then he moves up the ice with the puck, and he diddle-daddle with the puck and ended up going offside. This was a turnover by Kovalov that Primo knocked out of midair. Now here's Kovalov. See him skate over the puck? Holik trying to stay on side. Almost looked like he pulled a hamstring on the play.
Be careful.
Rangers just took Kovalov off the ice.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the period. Messier has come on with Simon and Carter. Malakoff and Leach now at the points. And the puck cleared down the ice by Justin Williams. Messier. Rangers power play down at the bottom of the league. Here's in Carolina battling for the bottom, and that's not someplace you want to be. So many of these games, John, they're so close. One power play goal could be the deciding factor in the game. Messier got his elbow up as he was pressured by Therrien. Therrien's still feeling it. Therrien went to hit Messier, just like earlier you talked about, John. Messier got his elbow up. Messier to Leach. Shot deflected, taken away and cleared by Janssen.
That's why Messier can still play at 42 years of age. You want to hit Messier, you're going to have to go through a lot of stuff to get there. And that's how you earn ice on the earn room on the ice. Now Primo's coming over having words with Messier.
Leach
because of that play.
Played it down the boards. Final seconds of the power play. Kovalov to Leach. Back to Kovalov. Looks toward the net. Plays to Leach for the one-timer high. Played by Messier. Power play is over. No shots on goal on the power play. 2.5 minutes to go. Second period. Rangers with a 1-0 lead. Handzus. Kapanen. Dropped to Handzus. Now for Primo. Didn't get good wood on it. On the blade of the stick, and Dunham stopped it. The other way goes Barnaby. Cross to Kovalov. Still on. Stopped by Vandermeer.
Dunham made a good play. I thought he was going to freeze the puck, but he flipped it ahead with his stick, trapped the Flyers, and led the Rangers to a rush up the ice. You know, that Messier play, that is a penalty, you know. If he puts his elbow into a guy's nose, but maybe referees say, listen, he's been around longer than dirt. we let him get away like Gordie Howe used to.
Lindros pressuring Hackett without the big contact. Otherwise, it could have been a penalty. Kasparaitis lost control, and he fouled it and got it out of the zone. Monty fires it in. 1:40 to go in the second period. Long shot saved by Dunham on Vandermeer's shot. DeVries with a hit. Lost the puck. Amani fake shoots. Dunham the save. Therrien shoots. Dunham another save. Puck still loose. Rangers away with it. Mike Dunham, 2 big saves to keep the Rangers in front 1-0. 1:15 to go in the period. And I'll tell you, John, if the Rangers come out of this period with a lead, they'll be very, very fortunate.
Great goaltending by Dunham. Hackett had 2 or 3 great saves, too, but I agree with you. The Rangers have had so many turnovers and bad play in their own zone that they're very fortunate that they haven't given up more than 1 goal.
Good play by Messier in the neutral zone. Brings it in. Messier winds it deep. Hackett out to play it. Carter's tangled up in front. with Ragnarsson. He finally untangled after going up and down a little bit. Messier with pressure on Pitkanen. Carter is double teamed. Leclerc finds the puck. Pass behind Williams. Sent back in by Simon. 25 seconds to go. Good hit by Nedved on Ragnarsson. Rangers keep it in. Simon shoots at high, missed the net. Simon looking like Messier with that flex of the knee when he releases the shot.
Forced into the shot. He had to go high because of the Flyer player trying to block the shot.
Leach tried to reverse, but it went off of Williams out of the zone. Final seconds of the period. And the Rangers maintain the lead. They got only 4 shots on goal in the period. But they maintain the lead with some great goaltending from Mike Dunham. And despite a lot of turnovers, the Rangers still lead 1-0.
Both defensemen caught over the left side of Mike Dunham. Good little move in front. Dunham makes a fabulous save. And then he made a save on the rebound. And that's Tony Amonte with all that quickness. He was forced by Ruchinski. And the rebound shot got through, and Dunham was there again. Boy, he has been good. Messier. Actually, you know what? I'll take it all back. There was no elbow there. That was a shoulder on Kim Janssen. That was no shoulder. That was no elbow at all, and I apologize. I was wrong. I thought he got the elbow up. It was a shoulder that Kim Janssen skated into.
Keith Primo is with Stan outside the Flyers locker room. Go ahead, Stan.
Thanks very much, Sam. Keith, you guys killing penalties well. You're getting the good goaltending, can't get a goal. What about the 2 periods?
We thought we weren't very good in the first period. We give them some credit. They came with a lot of energy. But second period, we played better. We put up, I think, 10 shots. Didn't find a way to get by them, but we create chances on our forecheck, and hopefully it pays dividends in the third.
Late in the second, you had words with Mark Messier. What was that about?
Well, he elbowed Kimmy on the half wall on the power play, and I just went over and just let him know. I don't know whether it was intentional or not, but it doesn't matter. He's got to keep his elbows down.
How do you think you guys can break through in the third?
Like I said, we just got to continue to forecheck hard. First period, we got sucked in. One pass was beating 2, sometimes 3 guys. We had better depth in that period. We got to stay with that in the third and just find a way to get one by them.
Some people thought it was a gamble to put Hackett in. Esch had been playing so well. What did you think of his 2 periods?
He's been really good. He's been excellent for us all season. Both goaltenders have been great for us. We don't care who's in there. We have confidence in both guys, and you can see the job he's doing today.
Thanks very much. We'll have more right after this break. It's still 1-0 for the Rangers after 2.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by BMW. Stop dreaming, start driving. The ultimate driving machine. By New York State Lottery. New York Lotto gives you 2 games for $1. So play today. Hey, you never know. And by Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. Rangers lead the Flyers 1-0. End of 2. Back in Madison Square Garden right after this. Sam, JD, and Stan will dial up Al in the Caribbean in just a minute to get our trivia answer. Let's take a look at the Rangers' upcoming schedule. Monday night will be on Fox Sports Net at 7 o'clock against the Edmonton Oilers. It's Cheering for Children's Night. So is Wednesday, Cheering for Children Night on MSG Network, Rangers in Pittsburgh. Next Saturday afternoon on Fox Sports Net, that's the Devils telecast. Mike Emmerich and Chico Resch, Rangers and Devils, and Rangers game night precedes the Edmonton game and the Pittsburgh game. Tune in for that. So that's what's coming up. Our trivia answer is coming up, as well as the third period, right after these messages. Welcome back to Madison Square Garden between periods 2 and 3. Our intermission report continues with the highlights brought to you by Adecco, the employment people. A lot of hitting in this game, John.
Yeah, there's been a lot of real solid hitting with 2 teams that are very big in a tight game. Kasparaitis on Brashear. Here you see Purinton and Brashear. They've also had a fight in the game. Again, Brashear and Purinton. I mean, those are big men hammering each other. Primo caught Lindros, who had reached forward to play the puck. I'm pretty sure his shoulder's okay. Carter nails Ragnarsson. Lindros got his arms up. Fedoruk reacted to it, took a penalty. And here's Barnaby. That's a real good clean hit on Justin Williams. He got ahead of him, didn't hit him from behind. So we've seen a lot of it in this very spirited 2 periods of play.
And Dunham with huge saves in that second period.
Rangers got running around. They turned the puck over a ton of times. more times in that second period, times 20 than what we saw in the first period. And they're very fortunate that Dunham was good and the Flyers couldn't finish and the Rangers still lead. The Flyers were the better team in the second period.
We're coming back with the third period and trivia right after this. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by McDonald's. I'm loving it. By Bridgestone Tires, advanced technology that gives you a grip on the future. And by the most respected, honored, and heroic 4x4s out there, only in a Jeep 4x4. Rangers 1, Flyers nothing. The goal by Vladimir Malakoff in the first period. Here's the second period scoring summary, brought to you by Geico Direct. Power play, Rangers got 2 chances in the second period, only 1 shot on goal, failed to capitalize. Flyers only 1 power play in the game. Flyers outshot the Rangers 10-4 in the second, 18-17 for the game. And the hits, Flyers 13, Rangers 15. Turnovers, big edge, many more for the Rangers in that second period. Time for our trivia answer. Al has disappeared somewhere in Curacao or Barbados or St. Bart's. Which Flyer has scored the most goals versus the Rangers? I'm looking at Tim Kerr, Eric Lindros, and I'm going to go Reggie Leach.
I'm going Tim Kerr just because of the era that he played.
Stan?
I'm going with Brian Propp because I think that's the proper choice.
And the answer is Brian Propp for Stan.
I'm giving it to Al.
Very nice. Al will be very happy since Al, we should say, had a little medical procedure done and hopefully will be better in a couple of days. So
Feeling
because
great.
he's not here, Stan donates to Al. Good job, Stan.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Stan. And let's take a look again on what I thought was a Messier elbow. I don't think it was. Watch. That was a shoulder, Sam. There was no elbow contact on Kim Janssen at all. Keith Primo thought it was an elbow. He chased Mark Messier around the ice. Kim Janssen just ran into him and it looked like a shoulder. The elbow never even came up until well after contact. So I owe Mark an apology.
Okay, me too.
Maybe Keith will skate around and apologize to him too.
Now, you see,
Al's
I
blown
was
away.
smiling the other day because I got one in Carolina. Al is thrilled because Stan took the question.
Sure that's not Rodney Dangerfield on the right?
John is angry. John, I've never seen you
Never
in third
angry.
place in this.
Well,
I can't believe it. Third period underway. What Ranger team or Ranger play will we see in this third period?
Well, what
We saw
Flyer team, too?
Yeah, we saw a great first period by the Rangers, and then the Flyers took charge in the second period.
yeah, the Rangers had all the energy, did all the smart things, little things proper. Second period was an absolute reversal. So now let's see what happens. And then both goaltenders have been very good in this game.
Messier against Primo. Bashir was skating around, and now Primo gets chased, so Kapanen goes in, takes the draw. And a quick shot by Carter deflected over the top.
Should mention, too, that Simon Gagne has not returned to that leg problem. He's a key for the Flyers, a great winger.
Yoni Pitkinen, the rookie defenseman, chips it off the boards and out, stopped by Leach.
And with Gagne out, Brashear gets all that extra ice.
Turnover, here comes Kapanen to the net, save, and a penalty upcoming.
Oh, he got slashed pretty hard and knocked down as he was taking the shot. Now, there was no penalty shot called on this one. The last game we saw a penalty shot, and it was, for some reason, a penalty shot. This is more of a chance for a penalty shot than the other night, Sam, even though he did get the shot. I mean, he was chopped at from behind and knocked down. Kapanen really darted through both defensemen, leaned for the shot, didn't get the shot. I guess that's why there's no call. But he was knocked down. Pody goes for slashing. Came right across him with a stick.
Messier failed to handle the Leach pass cleanly, and the turnover leads to a great scoring chance, and now a power play for the Flyers, their second of the game.
A lot of talk about Pitkinen and his ability to get the shot through to the net from the blue line, number 44.
Roenick moving with the puck. Roenick, Amonte, and Recchi with Janssen and Pitkinen for the power play. Shot by Amonte, scores! Tony Amonte ripped that shot over Mike Dunham. That ties the game at 1. The power play goal for the Flyers. Tony Amonte now has an 8-game point-scoring streak.
Did he ever catch this shot? Beautiful pass where Amonte could just rip it off the pass, top corner, as it is a goal. You know, and the Flyers have talked all season, when their power play has to come up big for them, they do. They're down by 1. third period. They need a goal to get back into it, and their power play delivers for them. What a shot by Tony Amonte.
Canon Business Solutions, digital technology powered by people, providing the goal cam look at the Amonte goal. Tony Amonte with 6 goals on the season, tied for the team lead. He has had 8 30-goal seasons in his 13-year NHL career. 2 of them came with the New York Rangers, offside Rangers. So Tony Amonte settling in with the Philadelphia Flyers and scoring goals the way we've seen him score goals throughout the years. There he is.
Full marks too. As you see the point streak alive. Full marks also to Kapanen, who drew the power play for the Flyers with some good speed through the middle.
Game tied at 1. As Kasparaitis sends it around the boards, Lindros out for Bobby Holik. Amonte with 11 points in that 8-game streak, 6 goals and 5 assists. Pitkanen and Roenick assisting on the goal at 49 seconds. Jeremy Roenick, chance here for Lindros. The backhander went wide.
About 2 inches wide. It caught the outside of the webbing of the back of the net.
Jeremy Roenick maintains his team lead in points scored with 14. Leclerc got taken down on the hip check by DeVries. Joni Pitkanen, the rookie defenseman, now has 8 points on the season. Around the net goes Primo off the skate of Leclerc. Rangers can't clear. Janssen played it in front, chipped it ahead again. Now Kovalov sends out Barnaby. Barnaby nubs it in. He got stood up by Eric Weinrich. Janssen moves it around the boards. Nedved able to keep it in. Good effort. Kovalov in the corner against Janssen. Barnaby is there centering. Weinrich takes over. Stopped by Pody. Comes to Kovalov. Kovalov with Barnaby in front. Pass through for Leach, just behind him. Shot by Nedved goes wide. Kovalov with Weinrich. Weinrich knocks him down. Brashear brings the puck out. Gave it away to Leach. Leach against Kapanen. Barnaby with a puck and the shot. Went off the skate. Actually might have been a pass for Kovalov. In front, went off the skate of Eric Weinrich.
Weinrich was battling with Kovalov earlier. A Lindros backhand just outside the goalpost by a hair as the Rangers try to get the goal back. Tied at 1 here. Watch this backhander. Just outside the post. Barnaby moves in, and he couldn't get through the wall set up by Weinrich. Barnaby trying to earn room as he and Kim Janssen battled each other.
Pass to Simon, who was checked by Ragnarsson. A little over 3 minutes gone by in the third period. Messier trying to tap it ahead. It was taken away, sent in by Roenick. Baranov reverses to Malakoff. Malakoff scored the Rangers goal in the first period. And the power play goal by Tony Amonte has tied it for Philadelphia here in the third. Pitkanen and Ragnarsson. Now Pitkanen. Dunham goes out, bats it along. 4 players along the boards. Justin Williams moves in. And the Rangers come away with the puck. Simon carries, leaves for Messier and goes to the net. Pass back was deflected. Simon tried to center and Williams took it away. John Leclerc goes wide against DeVries. Dropped it back, nobody there for the Flyers. Ruchinski able to bring it out of the zone. He's forced back by Hanzus. Kasparaitis up the middle, a pass tipped. And the Rangers were offside on the play as Ruchinski left the blue line too soon. Tickets are available for Monday night's game against the Edmonton Oilers. To purchase tickets, visit the Garden box office, NewYorkRangers.com, or call Ticketmaster to charge by phone at 212-307-7171. Get to the Garden and get your blue on. Rangers yet to get a shot on goal in the period. Since the first period, have had only 4 shots on goal. Primo lost control. Kasparaitis has the puck. Lindros took a hit. No, that was Holik that took a hit from Brashear. Brashear's helmet came off. Vandermeer's got the puck.
Kasparaitis and Kapanen. Kapanen took the hit, bounced off, moves in, pass blocked by DeVries. Good play by DeVries covering up as Kasparaitis went for the hit up high. Dumped in by Janssen. DeVries looks around. And the Flyers set up their forecheck. Kovalov carries. It's by Roenick. It's by Recchi. Moves in. Still with it. And his pass ahead was blocked out of the zone by Janssen. Kovalov pass back. Tom Poti sends it around the boards. Roenick got it to Amonte. And the bump on Amonte by Poti, and the Rangers take control. It was Recchi, excuse me. Recchi was hit by Poti. Around the boards it goes. Kovalov got it back to Leach. Now it's Poti with a wrister that's tipped and went wide. Kovalov plays it. Backhander in front goes through. Poti's got the puck. Barnaby centers, broke it up. Shot by Nedved, blocked. And out comes Leclaire. Leach back. Poti catches up to Amonte. The trailer, Pitkanen, saved by Dunham.
Boy, Rangers, great save by Dunham. Nedved never picked up his man.
Ragnarsson with a fake, and he moves in for a drive high around the glass, and Nedved able to fire it down the ice.
Rangers tried to score, but gave up a 2-on-1. Poti battled back to make it a 2-on-2. Nedved's got to find the trailer. Wonderful play by John Leclaire. 2-on-2, fakes the shot, beautiful pass. You could see how slow Nedved was to reacting. No goal on the play. Holik here strips the helmet right off of Brashear as they battle. And watch Barnaby get away with a chop. That was right on the ankle of Amonte. Those two have seen a lot of each other in this game.
6.5 minutes into the third period. Rangers have yet to register a shot on goal. They have 17 for the game. Mironov for the puck. Flyers 3 shots here in the third. Ragnarsson kept it in. That long shot kicked away by Dunham. A tricky bouncing puck. Yeah, that skipped on him and he kicked out the leg. Got a piece of it. Justin Williams, Hanzus, and Leclaire. Shot by Ragnarsson goes wide. Mironov on Leclaire. Stuff in, try by Hanzus, stopped by Dunham. Rangers have the puck, and Mironov fires it off the boards and all the way down again. It'll be an icing on the Rangers. Rangers hanging on here, John.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Couldn't agree with you more, Sam. This shot here by Ragnarsson, the puck just skipped. And a pretty good kick save by Mike Dunham. I agree. The Rangers are schooled at least trying to be smart in their own zone when they don't have the puck. But the Flyers have been the harder working, getting to more loose pucks. Dunham has been solid. And over the last 2 periods, ever since the start of the second period, the Flyers have done a lot of things right.
Face-off win by Primo. Shot by Terry and went wide, deflected into the corner. The sheer back pass. That shot by Kapanen goes wide.
Kapanen hit the net 4 times in the first period. And he's missed the net a lot since.
Here's Primo out of the corner. Centering, saved by Dunham. Great save on Brashear. Oh, what a setup from Primo to Brashear.
Sam, why is the Rangers, I call a timeout? Just get their focus back into this thing. Primarily getting outworked here by the Flyers. It's a 3-line game, and the Flyers are getting the loose pucks to the front of the net in the Rangers zone.
John, Ken Hitchcock, who won a Stanley Cup in Dallas, and this is second year in Philadelphia, I think does a great job of in-game adjustments.
He's a terrific coach, period. Very, I mean, he's a world-class coach.
And he's tough. He demands perfection. We heard Jeremy Roenick say that in the pregame show.
Sure, Roenick has had battles with Ken Hitchcock, but I think it's gotten through to Jeremy that if they're going to win the Cup, and if he's going to be a better all-around player, listen to the coach, you'll learn something. And I think he's bought into the system like Modano did. A lot of players complain about Ken Hitchcock at times, but you know what? He makes them better players, and he makes them go on teams where they win. And isn't that the idea?
Yes, sir.
Win.
11:25 to go, third period, game tied at 1. Mike Dunham has been brilliant once again. The only one to beat him was the power play goal by Tony Amonte. Nice intercept by Leach. Rangers break out. Kovalov down the right side. Barnaby beats Kovalov. Back for Barnaby and fired it wide. Leach. Puck in the corner. Michael Hanzus for Philadelphia. Leclaire reaches back for it. Give it up to Mironov. Chip right back in. Here comes Handzus. Centered for Williams. Plays it back to Ragnarsson. Ragnarsson deflected by Mironov into the corner. Back to Williams toward the net. Tip knocked down in front. Good play by Simon. He runs into Williams. Good effort along the boards by the Flyers. Mironov tries the other side. Has some room. And carries it out. And lost it. Gets it back. Mironov moves in deep. Backhands in front. Tipped away from Carter by Pitkanen. And Keith Primo races down. Kasparaitis goes over. Saved by Dunham on a tough low shot. Primo against Mironov. Wraparound try by Kapanen was stopped. He tries the other side. Scramble at the goal mouth. And the puck is still loose, but the referee, Don Van Massenhoven, stops play. And Brashear and Simon are going at it. 10:05 to go in the third. Still tied at 1.
Flyers are doing everything but put the puck in the net. Here's a play in front. Watch Brashear, 87 White. What a shot. What a great save through a screen. Mike Dunham read the play. Brashear has played hard and played well in this game. Here's some more battles. Kapanen tries to jam in on the near side, and Dunham was there, and then everybody got after each other. Look at the battles. Oh, Brashear right in the middle of it. He's earned his ice time. He's deserved it. Look at Kasparaitis and Simon take out Brashear. Man alive, look at that.
We always focus on Brashear's toughness, but much like Chris Simon, they both can play the game.
Yes.
Long shot by Vandermeer went wide. 10 minutes to go in the third. Rangers still don't have a shot on goal in this period. Flyers have 8. Recchi, stick save all alone was Roenick in front. Recchi didn't see him, took the shot, and a good stick save by Dunham. All the way down Therrien. And Therrien was hit by Lindros, and a cheer goes up from the crowd. Flyers have been dominating play over the last 2 periods, a period and a half anyway.
Sam, did Holik ever hammer Roenick? Boy, that was a hard hit along the boards.
Ruchinski. Game still tied at 1. Thank you, Mr. Dunham.
Well, Rangers defense.
As far as the Rangers are concerned.
Rangers defense need a rest. They need their forwards to forecheck like what we're seeing here. Make life miserable for the other team for a while. Give your guys a break.
Lindros and Primo, the puck worked free all the way down, and this be an icing on Philadelphia. That's a switch.
Well, they don't mind doing it. They take a face-off. Regroup. What a hit here. Holik on Roenick. Ooh, that rocked him. Brashear off the bench. Ooh. Oh, you know what? The stick was right up around his head there. As he tried to slow down, he got in behind Lindros. Sticks up there don't belong up there.
That's stuff you don't like to see at all.
Rangers need some offense, Sam. They've had 13 of their 17 shots in the first period. We played 31 minutes since, and the Rangers have had 4.
They've been outshot 19-4 since the first period. Kovalov with the puck. Under 8 minutes to go in the third.
A lot of people talk about
1. Sorry, John.
Sorry, Sam. A lot of people talk about Ottawa and the great team that they are, and they are good. A lot of people saying, hey, listen, watch the Flyers. This team has developed into a very solid hockey club, and we're starting to see it here.
There is only one question about the Flyers that has gone on for the last several years that will not be answered until the playoffs, and that is, will their goaltending hold up? And that's been their Achilles heel. Leach. Nedved gave it away. Brashear with Poti there. Brashear races in. Gets to the net. And he's stopped by Dunham. Oh, what a move by Donald Brashear.
All the way up the ice. Terrific play by Brashear.
He showed some speed.
And he showed some moxie, and he handled the puck. Did a great job, and of course Dunham was there again.
Nice move out of the zone by Pitkanen. Chips it off the glass, and Malakoff stops it. Messier's got the puck. Simon winds. Drive deflected by Pitkanen. Off the stick of Mironov. Goes back, but gave it away. Here comes Primo. Set up in the middle of Pitkanen. Poke checked away by Malakoff.
Pitkanen's everywhere.
He can move it.
He's a rookie.
Doesn't look like it. Simon centers all the way through as Carter was stopped by the back check of Mark Recchi.
Those back checkers pick up the Rangers without the puck near their net. And every time the Rangers throw a puck across, the guy's completely covered. What's that move you're just giving me?
Oh, the stick was always raised. You know, I'm showing
They're
you
lifting up the stick.
Yeah, do a great job.
Well, you can say that. You know, you're sitting there giving me the
Showing you little signals here. Leclerc around the net, checked by DeVries, took him down. Roenick in deep, set up for Amonte, checked by Bobby Holik. Flyers controlling the puck, but to the outside here. Roenick against Malakoff. Centers, Holik tipped it away, good play. 6:45 to go in the third, 1-1 the score. Jeff Hackett has stayed awake somehow. Hasn't gotten much work. Only 4 shots on goal since the first period.
And one of them was a great shot, the shot by Simon, and Hackett made a left leg save, but not many since.
13:35 gone by in the third period. No shots on goal for the Rangers here in the third. That's some awesome defensive play by the Flyers. Here comes Nedved. Across with Barnaby.
Yeah, that's defensive play right there. Rangers in the middle of a change.
Eric Weinrich with a good play. Nice steal by Leach, but then it's taken back by Williams. 6 minutes to go.
Oh, boy.
Fedoruk took down Nedved. Nedved is holding his knee. There was no arm raised. Nedved is hurting.
Nedved's right leg. How's that not a penalty?
Oh.
I mean, Fedoruk, he just kicked his right leg out, knocked him down, and the referee was standing right there. Cowell was the referee nearest, looking at it. That's Hitchcock telling his player he did a good job. But you know what? It should have at least been a penalty. He just kicked his feet out, or kicked his leg out, away from the puck.
Nedved looks to be okay on the bench. We'll watch when he returns.
There's a
Primo ran in hard. I mean, he just ran over Chris Simon. Primo chips it to the side of the net, a save. And Simon, trying to play it, is tied up with Brashear.
This is danger time. 5:31 to go. It's even up 1-1. Tempers have to stay where they belong and not take reaction penalties.
The Rangers have to match the Flyers' effort. Right now, it's the Flyers that have been the harder working team. Malakoff's helmet has come off. The puck remains in the Rangers zone. Brashear's helmet is off. As Simon tried to chop the puck out, it was blocked by Brashear.
Brashear's helmet comes off 3 or 4 times a game. Sam, this is the Hitchcock game. Ken Hitchcock loves these battle-hardened games like this. Is the trenches. This is warfare out there.
Carter puts it in front, intercepted by Ragus.
In hockey terms, you know.
4:50 to go in the third. Tied at 1. Roenick carries in. Recchi goes to the net. Lindros with a good job on Roenick in the corner. Roenick goes down. The battle for the puck is moved up the boards. Recchi stopped it, but it's taken away. Bobby Holik with Ruchinski. Holik goes down. Vandermeer took it away, and Recchi swings it around the boards. Chris Therien. And Lindros bumped Roenick again. Cody leading Ruchinski for the shot. Saved by Hackett. First shot on goal for the Rangers. Make it 2 shots on goal now for the Rangers with 4:10 to go in this third period. Holik deep against Therien. Now it's Lindros against Recchi. Ruchinski takes over. Fires across, intercepted by Williams. A little too far for Hansus, and Pody's got the puck.
Hard to make those passes in the Flyers zone ever since the first period. First period was easy. Second and third period is not.
Leach with a nice play to get the puck out of the zone. Rangers moving in. Holik still on. Checked by Eric Weinrich. Former teammates at New Jersey. That shot went wide by Kasparaitis. Played by Barnaby with Janssen on him. 3:25 to go in the third.
Nedved back on the ice.
Puck around the boards. Leclerc hit by Nedved. Flyers come out. Justin Williams on the puck. He's ridden down hard by DeVries, who stays on top of him for a while. And Kasparaitis moves up with a puck. Kovalov. Long lead for Barnaby. Barnaby stopped. Feet in front is chipped wide by Kasparaitis. Kovalov plays to the side of the net. And the Flyers move up under 3 minutes to go. In the third, tied at 1. Kasparaitis chipped it to DeVries. Pass was tipped Nedved for Kovalov.
Flyers 11 shots here in the third period. Rangers only 2.
Primo line back on the ice. They have been tough to stop.
Nedved gave it up. Primo sends out Sami Kapanen. Kapanen against Mironov. 2.5 minutes to go. Fedoruk knocked down by Leach. Rangers have had only 6 shots on goal since the first period. Simon with a drive wide. Recchi able to clear it out.
Fedoruk's had a few shifts. He's a fresh body. So Hitchcock using every now and again some players from what would have been. He can't roll 4 lines with Gagne's injury. So he's using the fresh couple of players here and there to see if they can give his team some energy.
Cody stepped into Amani. Hronek's got the puck back with 2 minutes to go.
You know, the player not seeing any ice is Chouinard, the centerman for the 4th line for the Flyers. And Lundmark hasn't seen ice time much for the Rangers, along with Lacouture and Puritan.
Rangers have played basically a 3-line game. Carter checked by Weinrich. Hard hit into the boards. DeVries in deep. Now Anson Carter takes over. Plays it back to Ruchinski. All the way across. The shot went wide by DeVries. Messier is tied up. Hanzu swings it around. DeVries stops it. 1:25 to go. Tied at 1. Messier trying to get loose of Hanzus. Puts it in front for DeVries. He was checked by LeClaire. Bodie's got the puck. 1:15 to go. And the last couple of minutes, the Rangers have done a better job getting into the Flyers zone. Here's Ruchinski. Saved by Hackett at the post. Up the boards, Kapanen takes a hit. 1 minute to go. Pass hit front. Lindros missed the net. It was Holik's pass deflected to Lindros, and he missed the net. Lindros in the corner against Weinrich. Pass back, lifted out of the zone by Hanzus. Played by Poti with 45 seconds to go. His touch with a high stick. It's against the Rangers in the face-off in center.
Well, the game was on Eric Lindros' stick right in front. Holik with the play. Lindros, did that even graze the crossbar and goalpost? Here's the play. Holik did everything. And the puck caromed to Lindros. He reached for it, tried to go up top, and just outside the top corner. Good effort. Great shift by the Holik line. And the Rangers needed it. A timeout's been called here with 45.3 seconds to go, as the Flyers have called a timeout. And Rangers finally picking up their game. Here's the play where Brashear intercepted the backhand pass and takes off. Here comes Tom Poti on him. He dives, can't get it. Now he moves right around, and Brashear was stopped by Mike Dunham. I don't know why Brashear was complaining on the plane. I don't know why. There's a big hit, Primo on Simon.
Did he think he got slashed by Poti when?
Well, maybe that was it. Knocked him off balance a little bit. Yeah, maybe you're right there. But boy, there's been some battles. Brashear's played a hard game on the road here, hasn't he? He really has.
So, 45.3 seconds remaining. And this has been one tough game. American Express check to the game. Anson Carter with the big hit on Marcus Ragnarsson.
Oh, boy, was that ever a clean hard. There's been a lot of clean hard hits in this game. A few of them cross the line, but it's been a hard-fought battle here this afternoon at MSG.
Nedved won the draw, but the puck given up to Therien deep into the Rangers zone. Mike Dunham with 28 saves. Jeff Hackett with 19. Game tied at 1. Malakoff scored for the Rangers in the first period. Tony Amonte a power play goal here in the third. 25 seconds remaining in regulation time. Malakoff fires in. Hackett missed it. Kovalov there to play it. Shoots. Hackett a save. He tried to catch Hackett moving. Getting back in the net.
Kovalov spun his body around, and he knew what he was going to do. That was a terrific play by Alexei Kovalov, and he almost scored the game winner here. Man, 11 seconds to go in the period now. Watch Kovalov turn his body and fire. Hit the net, and Hackett had just jumped back in front from behind the net. He had slipped a little bit. There's the shot on goal. Hackett got there. Give him credit. Give Kovalov credit for making the play. Now, who's taking the draw here? Not Kovalov.
Oh, Messier comes in and taps Alex. Steps back. 11.4 to go. Face-off win by Keith Primo. Around the net. Weinrich and Nedved. Kovalov fires in front and hit the skate of Ragnarsson with Messier tied up. And this one goes to overtime. Rangers and Flyers. First of 6 meetings on the season. And regulation ends 1-1. Each team gets a point. Back with overtime after this. Fourth overtime game for the Rangers, fifth for the Flyers this season.
Towards the end of the third period, the Rangers threw the puck in front. Ragnarsson all over Messier. The puck actually hit the skate plate of Ragnarsson. And then at the buzzer to end regulation, Nedved and Weinrich. Nedved looked like he was skating off, and Weinrich went over there, got in his way, and they got after each other as we see the first of 6 games between these two clubs. Humana.
It should be pretty good.
Do you remember the Pody penalty in overtime last season?
Yes, December the 5th.
It was a ridiculous call. And
this was
Pody got a penalty shot against him, huh?
And it was Michael Handzus scoring.
That was a nice goal.
On a penalty shot.
On Dan Blackburn, who's still battling a bad left shoulder. Right shoulder, a bad shoulder. Can't remember which one it is.
4-on-4 in overtime, and here we go. Leach, Pody, Holik, and Lindros for the Rangers. Handzus, Leclerc, Weinrich, and Janssen for Philadelphia. Rangers have not won in overtime this season, neither of the Flyers. Each team has lost once in overtime. Philadelphia lost to Anaheim. Rangers lost to Colorado. Handzus. Moving in on Leach. Long shot, saved by Dunham. 29 saves in the game for Mike Dunham. Another terrific performance. Lindros carries. Lindros moves in to the net. It slid off his stick as he was bumped by Ragnarsson. Leach. Toward the net, save Hackett. Rebound picked up by Tony Amonte. Leads Roenick. Mironov back. Roenick to Amonte. Amonte shoots. Saved by Dunham. Pass across for Roenick. Roenick comes out. Spinner-robbing was tripped by Leach. That shot. Score! The Flyers win in overtime. Tony Amonte. At 1:01 of overtime, the Flyers come back and defeat the Rangers.
Amonte with both goals. He almost had the winner a few seconds prior, and Dunham made a fantastic save. You know Roenick's going to pass the puck. He loves moving the puck. And what a save. What a save by Dunham here as the puck got across. Quick hands by Amonte up top, off the shoulder and mask, and out the other side. And then the Flyers continue to go to work. Roenick moved the puck in behind, and Amonte moved it out to Ragnarsson. I guess I'm wrong on that. I thought it was Amonte. It was Ragnarsson's goal. My apologies.
Oh, it's
yes, Amonte with a pass to Ragnarsson. Ragnarsson, and why not 4-on-4 move in? That's just a beautiful play by the Flyers. The Flyers were the best team in the last 2 periods. The Rangers were the best team in the first period. And what a battle this was this afternoon. The Flyers win it 2-1.
Marcus Ragnarsson gets the goal. Tony Amonte a goal and an assist. Amonte celebrated as if he was the game winner. But a happy Flyers team walk off with 2 points out of Madison Square Garden as they continue their outstanding play. They now lead the Atlantic Division with 18 points as they pick up their 7th win of the season. The Rangers lose in overtime for the 2nd time on home ice. They do get a point, and they have 14 points on the season. Mike Dunham with 30 saves. Tony Amonte with a goal and an assist. The power play goal tied it. The Rangers' only goal by Vladimir Malakhov. At 1:01 of overtime, the Flyers beat the Rangers 2-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at our Nextel direct play of the game. And that was the power play goal with Joni Pitkinen setting up Tony Amonte. That tied the game in the 3rd period. And the Flyers win it in overtime by the score of 2-1. Time to look at the goal of the game, brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of the NHL. Across for Roenick. Roenick comes out. Spinner-robbing was tripped by Leach. That shot. Score! The Flyers win in overtime. Ragnarsson with his 2nd from Amonte and Roenick at 1:01. The Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award goes to Tony Amonte with a goal and an assist. Oppenheimer funds the right way to invest. So the Rangers get a point on home ice. They lose in overtime.
for the second time this season, beaten by the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1. Rangers' next game is Monday night. Rangers game night at 6:30. Rangers and the Edmonton Oilers at 7 o'clock on Fox Sports Net, and it's Cheering for Children night. And don't forget tonight here on MSG Network, it's the Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks at 8:30 with Cannon Business Solutions Knicks game night at 8 o'clock. And don't forget the MSG Sports Desk tonight at 11 o'clock. Rangers post-game coverage, the Knicks in Milwaukee, and of course, coverage of the Devils and Islanders as well. That wraps it up. We want to tell you up next, Big 12 football, Nebraska and Kansas here on MSG Network. Our producer was Joe Whalen, director Bob Lewis, associate director Jeff Strauss, graphics coordinator Molly Canto. For Stan Fischler, Al Trotwig, and JD, this is Sam Rosen. So long, everyone.